Gucci Mane's 1017 label is probably one of the greatest labels to be established. Is what someone who doesn't listen to music would say. In the past 4 years, every artist from the label has either been sent to prison or passed away. With Gucci Mane being one of the most well-known artists out of Atlanta, one might ask the question, how did such a promising label go down in flames so quick? Gucci Mane officially announced his new 1017 label around July 3rd of 2020, signing artists like Pooh Shiesty, Big Scar, Enchanting, Fujiano, Roboy, and Keisha Day, despite the fact that all of them had just recently started making music. In the beginning, the label had a lot of promise, with Pooh Shiesty being by far the biggest out of the group, with the others having major success as well. Pooh Shiesty will be the second artist signed to 1017. Granted, he only just started rapping in 2019, and after dropping his single Main Slime, it would catch the attention of many people, most notably Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane heard the song on YouTube and contacted Shiesty on Instagram, and from that one song, Gucci decided that that was all it took to sign him. A little while later, Moneybagg Yo would hop on the remix to this song, and this would help to put Shiesty's music more into the music world. But despite his musical success, Pooh Shiesty would start to get in some trouble, being arrested in October of 2020 for a double shooting in the Bay Harbor Islands, which would serve as the start to a long arrest. But despite his run-ins with the law, Shiesty's name still seemed to reach higher levels in the music industry. And after releasing his hit single 762 God and Monday to Sunday with Lil Baby, he would finally be cemented into the mainstream. Pooh Shiesty would end off 2020 with his biggest hit to date, Back in Blood with Lil Durk, which went as high as 13 on the Billboard chart. And at this point, Pooh Shiesty was the biggest name in hip-hop. Then, in February of 2021, he would drop his debut album, Shiesty Season, which would go on to go number 3 on the Billboard Top 200 chart. And in 2021, Shiesty would release multiple singles that would hit the Billboard charts, and everything seemed promising for him in the coming years. But unfortunately, those assumptions would never come to be, because just 4 months after releasing his album, in June 2021, Pooh Shiesty would get indicted on 4 counts related to the October 2020 shooting at the London Hotel in the Bay Harbor Islands. And after spending almost a year in jail, Pooh Shiesty would get sentenced to 5 years in prison, after pleading guilty to a single firearms conspiracy charge, leaving the biggest member of the group off the list. Being born to military parents in Germany and growing up in Atlanta and Fort Worth, Texas, Enchanting was already making her own noise as an R&B singer before she signed to 1017, with 200,000 followers on Instagram. It was only after she signed is when she started rapping.
I made only R&B music, like singing songs. I didn't always make R&B songs, but I made singing songs.
Okay.
Like I would talk about like the same kind of shit that I rap about, but I would sing about it. And then being signed to Gucci, I just got into rapping.
You weren't rapping before you signed him? He signed you all off the singing?
Yeah.
It was a Dallas producer named Jay White that would link Enchanting with Gucci Mane. Jay White and Gucci had a relationship with each other prior to this, and since Gucci was looking for new artists and Enchanting was in the studio making music with Jay White, and after seeing her talent, he asked her if she was ready for a career to go to the next level and sign with Gucci Mane, and she agreed. After getting signed in 2020, Enchanting would release multiple singles and would only release one album under 1017. Although she never had a big hit on a Pooh Shiesty level, she still did numbers in her own way. Fast forward to today, and just recently, Enchanting will be the second artist from this label to pass away due to a drug overdose at the age of 26. The second artist that would unfortunately pass away would be Big Scar. Coming from South Memphis, Big Scar and Pooh Shiesty were actually cousins. And believe it or not, that was exactly how we got signed.
Shit, you know, Shy's my cousin, and like, you know, shit, one night I spent the night at the studio with Shy. It was like when I was shot, I wasn't even, then when I just had make a play, I think I only had make a play and lit her or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I spent the night at the studio, cuz, woke up the next day, he dropped me out, he pull out walk call, you know, what you got going? He like, shit, just call. He like, what's called, Big Scar? He like, yeah. He like, turn around, give him the phone. Went up from there.
Scar had only been rapping for 6 months and had only 2 songs. He even said that rapping was something he didn't even see himself doing.
You know, shit, like rap wise, I want Like my dream wasn't to be no rapper, so I wasn't looking up to no rapper or no shit like that.
But regardless, Gucci still saw something in him, and in 2020, he was officially a part of 1017. Scar would drop his first big hit under the label So Icy Boys with other members of the group Fujiano and Pooh Shiesty. The song would get 30 million views on YouTube, and this would be the start of his short run. He would drop other hit songs like So Icy Boys 2, I Would Keep Going, and End Zone, all which would surpass 30 million views. He would then drop his debut album Big Grim Reaper in April of 2021, which managed to reach number 8 on the Apple charts, and would drop the deluxe right after. In 2022, Scar would continue to post consistently and would have another YouTube hit with MJ, but sadly, 9 months after releasing this song, Scar would pass away at 22, as well due to a drug overdose, which now left 2 of the 6 members dead. Fujiano inked his deal to Gucci Mane in April of 2020, after getting some buzz for his single, Molly, which dropped that same year. And just like Big Scar, Fujiano also said that it wasn't his dream to be a rapper.
Feel what I'm saying?
That's real.
And this on my mama. This not my dream. This they dream. Like these folk been dreaming about this shit since we were little. Like this what they do. I played ball. I just knew I was good at this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm finna just push this shit.
Wow.
Fujiano released his debut album Gutter Baby towards the end of the year, getting features from DaBaby and Lil Baby. And it seemed like Fujiano would start to go on a successful run, but his high wouldn't last for long, as a month later in December 2020, Fujiano was detained for possession of a weapon. During the hearing, the rapper had his bill set at $50,000, was told he had to wear ankle monitor, and was instructed to remain in Georgia. However, Fujiano would burn off his ankle monitor, an action that led to a warrant posted for his arrest, which then transpired in March 2020 after being on the run for 90 days. Fujiano was then handed a 5-year prison sentence in May of 2021, which would end up being the second artist to get sent to prison. Coming from Tampa, Roll Boy managed to get Gucci's attention with his music established over the years, and signed with Gucci in 2021 as the label began piecing together for the new roster. However, controversy quickly grabbed hold of Roll Boy, as some mistook a random man for him in a photo with a queer person, leading to some people to assume he was queer. Roll Boy would then deny that it was him in the photo, referring to the man in the picture with a gay slur, which would then stir discourse within the LGBTQ community. He then aimed his sights at Gucci Mane, claiming that the 1017 chain that he gave him was fake. And in that deleted IG post, he also revealed that he was dropped from the label, and says he left due to poor management on his side.
It just went right, bro. Like, it just went right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it went how it supposed to be. But I ain't like on those, I don't think they was on some like bitter shit. I just feel like they had their business in order and they was popping, so they got to put their resources into them. So
sure.
I ain't getting like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't getting no like little baby feature and shit. Like, you feel me? Cause like imagine that. Like imagine if I came out how they came out and they got a big feature and I fuck around and I do a song with Baby on Streetlights. Ain't no telling what that do for my career. You feel me?
Shortly after, Roll was then arrested in March 2020 for multiple charges in Florida, including burglary and having a concealed weapon, being the last member to get arrested. In 2021, her dream of becoming a rapper came true when Gucci signed her and made her the first lady of the new 1017 records. K Shade made her debut on Gucci Mane Presents So Icy Summer, much like most of the new roster. But Shade was quickly dropped from the label in 2022 for undisclosed reasons, leaving her to be the only member that isn't dead or in jail, and later spoke about the situation that year in an interview.
Everything was great until Atlantic got involved.
No.
Atlantic brought in some people on the team, and you meet a person, they're like, okay, take K Shade under your wing, and you think that person is supposed to help you with artist development, but really on the other side, they're jealous because they wish they was in your place. So instead of mentoring you, they're trying to make you be the artist they wish they could be. And you start to bump heads.
From having 6 promising artists to now 3 arrested, 2 dead, and 1 dropped, has to be one of the worst situations in hip-hop.
You came out saying that Gucci Mane, he lacks leadership.
Yeah. Homie, that nigga had an all-star team. That nigga that was the new Death Row. That was the man. That nigga had a golly, man. And for all them young niggas to fall, it starts who man. He went and got them. He gave us interviews, had them tell us their backstory. Only for all of them to crash, man. Quickly and swiftly. So it has to go to the leadership.
Though some say Gucci could be the blame due to his lack of leadership, another reason could be him signing artists that never really rapped before or were new to music. And with some of them still having ties in the streets, it was more so they were more trappers.